to work on our offense, work on our defense, to get everybody feeling comfortable with each other, with the injuries, having everybody back during this week is huge. So, it's just a good week we needed.
But the bye week does give us this opportunity to really kind of freshen up on us and sharpen up our things.
This week, it's been great not to have a game because we've just been able to work on ourselves the past 2 or 3 days.
Having this off week, not playing again until Saturday, I think it's really going to help us in the long run as we close in on the end of the Big Ten season and go into the Big Ten tournament, NCAA tournament. I think it hopefully, we recover a little bit better, not only physically, mentally.
This is, an important time to pay attention to detail, but it's good to take a little break sometime and get your mind off things.
The scheduling kind of worked out where we didn't have that week when we played Georgetown, and so we weren't able to just work on ourselves, work on Michigan State, and so this week has been really nice for us.
It's a grind. When athletes are talking about the grind, all those factors come into play, not just the physical part on the court. It's a big mental side of things as well. So anything we can do to help keep them fresh.
Oh, that's definitely big for us. It's really helped. I mean, it's giving BJ and Keith extra days to get back, kind of help let AP rest his foot and kind of get back in shape too. But it's good for us to get used to playing with everybody. And so having all our guys back and having a bye week has really helped us.
Practices have been a lot longer, a lot harder, but it's good. It's something we need, to work on our offense, work on our defense, to get everybody feeling comfortable with each other, with the injuries, having everybody back during this week is huge. So, it's just a good week we needed, and it came at the right time, right before March.
The whole team's back right now, and we haven't had that in such a long time. And it's kind of an adjustment period. It's really worked out that we get all the guys back, and we really have a week to prepare for Illinois and the rest of the season. And it's real big. We've had longer, harder practices, and it's just an adjustment period that we needed to have.
There's going to be some adjustments to be made when you're out for, 36, 7 days, whatever it's been.
There's a lot of things that Dawson still really can't do yet because of his hand. Just an adjustment period. AP may not be in shape quite as much yet, but guys are still continuing to step up, and we're just making those adjustments that we have to make with the guys who have been injured and are coming back now.
Just getting back in rhythm is definitely the key, and now this weekend, everyone can see that. We all, we're a team now, and practicing with the guys, for the past couple of days has been great. Just getting a feel back and just getting our rhythm back and just being able to play with each other again.
And with BJ just coming back off his broke hand, he got his pins out, so he's practicing with us now. It's been nice to try to get him back in the swing of things. And even more for AP and Keith. They've been back with us for a little bit, but they've needed a little bit of time just to work with us. And so it's nice having that time right now just where we can all work together, get things crisp, fix some of the things that we're doing wrong that's caused us to lose games. It's been a good time for us.
It's been an incredible couple of months, but there's nothing we can do about it. It's moved forward now, and we've got time to move forward. It's not going to come in 1 game or 2 games, but I think we've got time to move forward.
We just got to get back to what we do. Just stay more solid on defense. Offense is going to come, but at the end of the day, defense is going to win championships, and that's kind of what we're just really trying to get in our heads as much as possible. This week, especially this week, we've worked a ton on defense and just trying to get back to our mojo and hold them down to as least points possible.
Just because one of our goals isn't in our control anymore, doesn't mean we forget about our ultimate goal.
We just got to focus on doing our job. Coaches put a big emphasis on us doing our jobs, That's what we have to concentrate on.
We're such a dangerous team. Look how deep we are. Even with the injuries, you can't really tell that we've lost some huge players. We still win games. We still do what we have to do. And I think now with everybody back, it's going to be huge.
From a strength conditioning perspective, especially from a weight room perspective, I think you're seeing a lot more basketball-specific strength coaches rather than the football strength coaches kind of covering the basketball team, that sort of thing. And it's really developed that way. You get a handle on dealing with 15 players, 16 players in this sport, the sport movements, being around them, knowing kind of what causes the bumps and bruises along the way and how I can adapt in the weight room so it's not to negatively affect the guys.
in the summer, it kind of gets monotonous, working on the same thing every single day, just working on your body. And so Vork does a good job of mixing in some other things. I mean, we instead of just being in the weight room all the time, we'll go out to the sand pit and do some leg stuff out there, or on a football field. We'll go do stadium stairs. We'll go in the pool. We'll work out there. He just has a lot of different places for us to get better, so we don't get bored with what we're doing.
It's not always go, 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 and lift like a football player in their off season. You got to be smart. These guys take a different pounding than the football players do during their season, so you got to take that into consideration.
Not as much heavy lifting, football, concept is just getting big, everybody's getting big, taking hits and building up a lot of body mass. But, we do a lot of band work and stuff to, work the muscles without actually causing so much tension on them.
As much as there's a lot of differences, there are a lot of similarities amongst athletes. And it's not so much, it's more generational than anything. I would think that one of the bigger differences from when I first started is the athletes more so now want to know the whys of what we're doing. They're interested in it. They want to learn what, not just, hey, you have to do this, go do it. Back, you take it back to a Vince Lombardi area where, hey, you're going to go run through that wall, and it's for the team. You're going, get going. It's not like that anymore. It's, hey, you know what? We're going to run through this wall together as a team and staff together. Here's why we're doing it. Kind of. It's a selling point a little bit. You have to build those relationships with those kids.
Vork keeps us in pretty good shape. I mean, he's our strength and conditioning coach. He pushes us in the off season, tries to get us ready for the season, and then during the season he tries to maintain, if not build a little bit.
Try to lift once or twice a week. It's kind of hard during the Big Ten schedule, but we figure out a way to get it in, whether it's before practice or just when we have a break in our schedule. I mean, he does a good job. He doesn't kill us, but I mean, he gets our bodies feeling great, and I feel like we still get some work done when we're in the weight room.
Vork does a great job. He's got a job that goes year-round. It's not like he just sees us in the summer and he's done. I mean, there's been mornings where, we come in, we get lifts in the morning. He's helped guys rehab. Anytime a guy's hurt or out, he's working out with us, trying to just to shorten up that gap that it takes us to get back in shape. And he does a great job, and he doesn't get enough credit. Him and our trainers are the guys behind the scenes that really help us and get us back fast.
When guys are hurt, I know when I was sick, Vork helped me doing a little bit of stuff here and there that I could. I know for Gary, when he was out and he couldn't run, he went with Vork. He did pool workouts, things like that. So he just tries to keep everybody in game playing shape whenever he's needed.
When you're dealing with injured players, everybody's conditioning is a little bit different, depends on the individual. Dealing with AP, having a foot issue, you really had to watch what we were doing from a pounding standpoint. So it was a lot of spin bike. It was a lot of getting in our Alter G treadmill, which reduces his body weight, reduces the impact. And that's really how we progressed it. And that's really a plan that Doc Covan, myself, Quentin Sawyer, our trainer, the three of us kind of set up and planned it out for him, just so he knew where we were going with this and what our intention was, what our intentions were. Dealing with Brandon, with BJ and Keith Appling, the two of them having upper body injuries, to me, those are the fun injuries for me. But what I mean by that is I can stay on the court with them and do basketball-specific movements. They're not necessarily really getting out of shape. That whole time Brandon was out, once he was post-surgery and he was cleared to actually do some exercise, boom, we were back on the court doing a lot of, we were jumping, defensive slides, cutting, that kind of thing, basketball-specific movements. And same with Keith. With his wrist, it was the same thing, keeping them involved on the court, so they didn't get those, don't get those jelly legs when they first return to action.
Vork and I, we just went hard. Every day, we went on the treadmill and we did workouts on the court. I worked out with Trav, so I'll say Vork, he was a big help, and he just kept pushing me every day.
Most of the basketball players that I've dealt with aren't coming here with bad work habits in the weight room, or not work habits, but techniques, that kind of thing, or preconceived notions of what they want to do. I get a clean slate with them, and that clean slate, I get to teach them how we want things done here at Michigan State.
to do is be able to connect with any Spartan anywhere. And this is a chance for the IZone to come back and bring energy and excitement.
We're in the IZone because we love Michigan State basketball, and it's important to support the team, the school you go to, and we came back because it's fun to feel young again and also support the team when they're doing so great. Go green! Go white!
Well, this is my third year coming back for the IZone Alumni Event, and this year I brought one of my other sons, and so he could enjoy this experience. He's going to be a future alum, and hopefully in the IZone at some point too. And I just wanted him to have a chance to enjoy and be a spectator and also be a part of the entire event, the excitement that is being in the IZone.
It's just nice that with the students gone, we can supply the enthusiasm and get back on campus to do it once a year.
There is nothing better than having you coming back. Nothing. It's just the way it is. It means that you respected what went on here, you had fun with what went on here, you're still engaged, you have some ownership in what went on here and what is still going on. And that's what makes tradition.
You want to make sure that everybody feels that they're an important part of the team and an important part of our success. So it's not just the people who are doing something, whether it's the faculty members in the laboratory or the players on the court. It's all of us together make Team MSU.
I appreciate you so much because you are, what tells the world about our program. I mean, you guys are in Chicago and Illinois, and you're in Atlanta, and you're in New York, and I think there's 26 states represented here, which is just incredible that you take the time to come back and spend a day with us. When you really, it's a day, but it's a special day for me, I think for Mark, I think for hopefully all of you.
It's awesome. I mean, it goes right along with what coach and the basketball team embrace. People coming back, people being part of the program, and it really does show the strong connection between the student section and the team and everything that goes around with Michigan State basketball, because there's a sense of ownership here that you feel from everyone coming back, and it's just phenomenal to see that.
I couldn't do it 20 games a year, but it's nice to get back up here once a year and try to do it.
I love being a Spartan. I love coming back to East Lansing. It's only an hour from our house now, and it's just a great place to be.
Bring back the old times. The old times are good times. The new times are good times. And that's what happens when a university builds tradition. All times are good times.
They were just as good as the IZone, if not better. I think it's huge. I don't think very many schools do that, and it's awesome just because we just know that we have so much support all around the country, and especially to get a big group of alumni to come back and be in the IZone again. It's just incredible.
It's nice that you can get back down in the lower bowl. That's not always so easy to do anymore. To feel like you're really part of the game then when you're in the IZone.
To be honest with you, it's louder on those games because, and that's not to knock our IZone because, our students now, I think we have the best student section in the country. But to know when those members come back, they know this might be their last chance coming back, so they bring that they bring a year's worth of energy into one game, and that always helps us.
When the IZO alumni come in, they bring the energy from the 2000s that we all heard about that was just ridiculously crazy. And they're into the game the whole time. I'm not saying our IZone does a bad job because they've been on top of it. But when they come in, it's just a different level, and especially for a bunch of old people, it's pretty cool. And we appreciate them, and we love getting to know them when we're walking around saying what's up, and so it's good.
Today it's Michigan State hosting the Illinois Fighting Illini.
Finally, everybody at least wears a uniform today, and most likely all the stars of this team will at least see some action. pass to Valentine, now to Harris, top of the key for three. Oh, nothing but net. He got it. Brandon Dawson, a 6'6", 2¼ junior from Gary, Indiana, is back in the game for the first time in a long, long time. Shot good, and Brandon Dawson gets his first shot to drop.
Trice, nice pick and roll play. Costello lays it in.
With the ball, Harris right down the lane, no good. Tip, Costello lays there and rolls off. Valentine fires for three, nothing but net for Denzel Valentine. And the shot is blocked by Costello. For three from the side, Harris, he got it. Lob pass goes down low on the block to Egwu. Egwu's match up with Harris. Harris takes it away. He took it away. Now to Gary Harris. Harris breaks to the basket. Shots made. Oh, what a slam by Gary Harris. When I say broke to the basket, he exploded to the basket.
He really did, and one from Illinois came over, and Gary just threw that down.
Goes down low to Morgan. His ball's taken away. Harris took it away. Harris for three. Oh my goodness, nothing but net. MSU opens up with the basketball, going left to right. Bounce pass goes down low to Payne. They got him doubled up, and they're roughing him up. Bullet pass down low to Schilling, lays it up, and it's in. What a great pass by Payne. Wing for a three ball is Bertrand, off the mark. Rebound, Dawson. Dawson to Appling. On the side, Harris breaks the baseline, reverse up, and it's in. What a play by Michigan State. Rice still dribbling, trying to shake Dawson, and Dawson blocks his jump shot, and out of thin air, grabbing it is Costello. And now with that, he's stripped by Appling, goes all the way, lays it up, and it's in. Rice has it, drives the baseline. Kicks it in the wing, circles out to Harris for a three ball. He's open, he got it! Rebound, Payne, up, good! He's dribbling around. Down the lane of the wing it goes to Valentine. Underneath to it. Oh my goodness, Schilling, who caught it in midair and slammed it. Gives it to Harris. He'll try a three from the side. He got it. And time has expired. Final score, Illinois 53 and Michigan State 46.
3 or 4 best players don't play very well, you're not going to win any of those. I thought Schilling actually played pretty well, played with some energy. I thought Dawson played phenomenal with some energy, considering what he's 30-some days he's missed. And I thought Harris proved why he's one of the best players, because he guarded and did some things. After that, we had a complete meltdown.
I say offensively, we just couldn't make shots. Defensively, I think we played, great defense tonight. I think we, helped one another, help each other out, and we just couldn't make shots.
Today we looked out of sync. A lot of times we're running the clock down and guys aren't in the right position or don't know where they're supposed to be at, and it hurt us and we struggled offensively.
We weren't in sync the whole day. We struggled to score, and it definitely showed in the scoreboard in the ground.
I think we just got to get on the same page from a standpoint where, we're all our teams back now. Now we need to get back to getting used to playing with everybody here, and I think that's one of our main problems is with guys being out. We got so used to playing a certain way and guys stepping up into that role that they needed to fill, and now with guys back, I think we're struggling with that transition.
We have 2 more games after this, and we just don't want it to be like last year, where we just lost 2 out of 3 games. So we just have to rally together as a team and just play hard and just play for one another.